Hello, welcome to SysJohn. In this video, you will learn about lists and dictionaries. Let's begin. List can be a thought of the most general version of sequence in Python. Unlike strings, they are mutable, means the element inside a list can be changed. So we already saw the string part where we declare any string or define any string. We are not able to modify it, but in a case of list, we can modify it. List is also one kind of collection type where we can n number of data types of values, assigning a list to a variable named mylist. So my underscore list is a variable name, and inside it, with the square bracket, we declare a list. Inside it we have a three item 1 2 3 inside list. We just created a list of a string, but list can be also actually hold different object types. Like I already mentioned, it could be of a string, it could be of integer, it could be a float. So this is a simple declaration or assignment of a list values to one of the variable list variable. Here if you see, in my list, first item is string, second is integer, third is float. So this type of data also can be stored on list. After executing, we are getting value as string 5 5.5. If you want to check the length of a list, we can use a length function which we already saw on a string part. So it will automatically calculate a length. Here it will not calculate length based on a character. Here it will calculate a length based on a item, how many items are in list. Three items are in my underscore list. It is returning 3 as a value or a length of a string. Now indexing and slicing, which we already saw on a string part, it can be applied with the list also. My underscore list is a list variable name. Inside list we have a 5 item 1 2 3. These are string. 4 and 5, it is a integer value or integer number. If you want to extract a first value from this list, you have to use this square braces and index position. Result is 1. Similarly, if you want to extract any value from first position, so index position first is 0, second is 1, third is 2, similarly 3 and 4. If you want to extract from first position, so it will extract from this position till last. So this is a start position. From first index position it will start extracting, and end position is not defined, so it will take a by default end position, which is the length of a list. Now if you want to extract from start but till second index position, so here if you see, starting position is blank, means it will take a by default start position which is 0, and end position is 3. So end position always take 1 per value, means it will run till 2. The result is 1 2 3. So first 0 position, first position, third position, sorry, second position. Like that we can extract a value from any list. If you want to concatenate any list, we can use a plus symbol, my underscore list plus, and it is a list, so we have to add in a list format. This is one of the list value, some value. After executing this 1 2 3 4 5, some value, these are items in a list which we added or concatenated the two string or a two list. Creating a list is a very easy. Here you can take any of the list name, and with a square bracket inside it you can define any value. It could be of integer, string, float. This is the executed part. After storing values into list variable, here we executed the list. There are some methods in list also. First, we can use the append method to permanently add an item to a list. If you see here, where we concatenated these two strings, but after execution it is there. But if you want to see my underscore list, this value will not execute because we just concatenated. We have not assigned this value to my underscore list. Similarly, for append method, it will automatically add any value at the end of a list. List 1, the value of list 1 is 1 2 3. I want to append some value into this list. To use this list 1 dot append method, inside it whatever the value you want to append it. After appending it, when we are executing, this is a list value 1 2 3, and the new value will always add at the end of a list if we are using append method. We can use a pop method also to pop off, or it will automatically take a item from a list. By default, pop method takes off the last index, but you can also specify which index to pop off or delete from a list. So list1 dot pop method, inside it we are defining a index position. So here is a 0 index, means first value. So from this list, if you see, first value is, this is a value which is automatically getting popped. Now if you run this list, we have value 2 3 and new value. First value has been deleted because we have mentioned the first value should be popped. If you are not mentioning any value in a pop method, it will automatically take a value from a last. So here list1 dot pop method stored the popped value into this popped underscore item. After executing, the popped value is new value. From this list, the values which was remain, last value got popped. Remaining value is 2 and 3, and the popped value is new value. So we can use a pop method to delete some of the item from a list, or we can also mention a position or index position of a value which we want to pop. Otherwise it will take from last always. Note, list indexing will return an error if there is no element at that index. If you see this scenario, list 1 index position is 7, which is not exist. Here we have only two values 0 and 1, but we are providing index position as 7, so it is not exist in a list. So it will return a index error, list index out of range, because this range is not available in a list. Now we have some different methods for a list. We can use a sort method for sorting purpose and reverse method for reversing the list. Another new list, new underscore list. Inside it we have some values which is not in a sorted way, a, f, n, w, g. When I execute it, it is executing as it is in a list format. Now I want to sort it because it is not in a sorted manner. For that, new underscore list dot sort method or a function. When you will execute this one, so if you see, this is a, f, g and w. It is in a coming in a alphabetical order or in a sorted order. If you want to reverse this list, you can use the reverse method, new underscore list dot reverse method, and when after reversing, if you execute it, you see WNGFA, here it is in a left to right, here it is in a right to left manner in a reverse order. Now nesting of a list. So inside list we can create another list also. So it also supported the nesting feature. We have a three list, list 1, list 2, list 3. Values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are creating another list, final underscore list, and supplying or providing all the three lists. After executing it, here I have a three item which is of list type and which is on also on a list only. Now if you want to execute first item from it, so its index position is 0, its index position is 1, and its index position is 2. So first one, if you want to execute, you have to provide the index position. This is executed value. If you want to extract second value from it, so code is as it is, just you have to, from this you want to extract the second positions, means 0 and 1. So here we provided 1. If you see here, we are getting a value as 2. So this is a list part which we saw, how we can create list, how we can append list, how we can sort list. We can use a reverse method for reversing a list. We can also create a nested list. Now we will see dictionary part. What is dictionary? Dictionary holds key value pairs. Like if you see the normal dictionary where we go by word and meaning, so here also if you want to get a value, we have to pass a key. Creating dictionary with this curly braces and colon to signify a key and value pair. If you see here, again I have created a dictionary variable, my underscore dict. Inside it, this is a curly braces, key 1 with a single quote, colon, value 1. If you want to separate it, so this is the key and value, you will separate it by comma, again key and value. So here we have two keys and two values in one dictionary. Now if you want to extract this value 1 from the dictionary, you have to pass the first key 1, so it will return a value 1. Dictionary also can hold multiple data types, as we saw in a list scenario, where it can hold for a string, it can hold for list, it can hold for integer value also. Similarly, I have a same list, my underscore dict. Inside it, if you say this is key 1, value is 1, 2, 3, key 2, value is in a list format 12, 23, 33, key 3. Now value is in string format. Here value is in list, but inside list it is integer. Here also list, but inside it is string. Okay. If you want to pull this value, you have to pass my underscore dict. Inside it you have to pass a key. So when you are passing a key, it is returning all the key values. Now inside it, if you want to extract this value item 2, same code, no change, only you have to add the position of a value which you want to extract. So here is 2, so second position we extracted item 2. Now we can also use a upper function, lower function here, as we saw in a string part. We have already extracted the second position value from key 3. We want to make this value in uppercase, so use upper function. It returned the value in upper, the first key value, just provide this key, you will get a value of a first key. You can perform also subtraction like this is our expected value, so simply you can hold this value in the same key. So my dict key1 minus 123, when you will execute you will get a result as 0. Now you can create a blank dictionary like d equal to empty dictionary, which indicating with curly braces. You can add some value when you are creating any blank dictionary. Here we are adding value into dictionary by key and value. If you are adding or extracting any value from dictionary, then you have to mention a key, then you will get a value. Here also we have a dictionary variable name sd. Inside it, new value is my key and value is 1. Similarly, d is our dictionary name, second value is key, 2 is our value. When I will execute after adding this value, we are getting a result in this way. New value is key, 1 is my value, new key is second value, and the value is 2. If you see here, it is automatically separate your items in key value pair by comma. It also support nested dictionary, as we saw on list part where it was supporting nested list. Here it also support next nested dictionary. So dictionary inside dictionary, I have a dictionary variable name d key1. Inside key1, this whole part is a value. Inside value I have another key, nested key, and if you see here, this part is my another key and value, subnest key and value. So if you want to extract this value, how you can? First, dictionary name, first key, this is our first key, this is our second key, nested key. Now from here, this is my third key, so that we can get a value. So dictionary also support nested dictionary. Now if you want to extract a value or a key or an item, we have a different function or a method in dictionary. Here dict underscore method is a dictionary name, key1 value is 1, key2 value is 2, key3 value is 3. Now if you want to extract only keys, not a value, only keys, then you have to use a key method. Dict underscore method is our dictionary name, variable name dot keys. So it will only return the keys from a dictionary. If you want to extract the values, similarly from same dictionary name, use a value function. It will return all the values from your dictionary. If you want to get a key and value in tuple format, then you have to use a dictionary underscore method dot items function. So it will return your dictionary in key value format, key3 value is 3. So in this lecture we covered about list and dictionaries, where how to add value into list, how to add dictionary value into dictionary, how we can sort it, how we can add or amend any value. So we will see you on a next lecture. Thank you.